Stephen Thompson is like the nicest guy on earth. I don't know if you guys watch him fight. I seen his last fight against Gabriel Bonfim. He hit him with a nice shot, and Stephen winced. Like he hit Gabriel Bonfim so hard that Stephen winced. He's a nice guy. He really doesn't want to hurt people. Marab just wants to go out there and have fun. You know, he wants to put people in embarrassing positions like Sean O'Malley, put them in headlocks, start kissing on their back. I said, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna survive the fight. What's good, y'all? Back with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about UFC fighters I could survive against. Let's go ahead and break down the scouting report on me as an MMA fighter. All right, let's talk about my MMA my player stats. I got the Kevin Holland body type, right? So I'm like 6'5", and I walk around from anywhere from like 185 to 190. So technically, if I was a UFC fighter, I'd have to cut down the welterweight. So my background in sports is I grew up playing baseball a little bit, but I mainly just hooped around track a little bit in middle school. But once I got to high school, I started taking basketball really serious. So I hooped all the way through high school, did a year of like prep school after high school. Then I did 4 years in college. So I got a lot of experience hooping. What's that like? That's like 9 years of seriously hooping. So that's kind of like my athletic background. We had to lift a lot of weights for basketball. So I'm not a pipsqueak, you know what I'm saying? I got that. I'm thinking I'm kind of packing a punch.
Stop the cap.
Next thing, I got a good gas tank. So now I don't really hoop that much anymore because first of all, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to tear no ACL, tear Achilles, pull hamstring, shit like that. And I don't want to get hit in the mouth. But I'll be willing to do an MMA match. So what I do for exercise now is I mostly just ride my bike. I do a lot of running. I did a lot of swimming this summer. Shit like that. I do safe, injury-free exercises. I lifted a little weights this summer too, getting back into that. You know, preparing for this MMA fight when wrestling experience. You know, I grew up a WWE fan, so I've been doing wrestling, mixed martial arts since I was a little kid watching WWE. So we got my MMA background down, bro. Let's get into it. Let's get into the fighters who I'm gonna put them hands on. Remember, this is surviving, bro. I'm surviving this. We got Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling on the feet. He's just got no power in his hands, bro. I'm telling you, I'm so much taller and longer. I would be able to use my distance. I would have to learn how to check and block kicks because he does throw a lot of kicks, and he was dropping Brian Ortega with some of them calf kicks. So if Brian Ortega can't take them calf kicks, I know my chicken legs is not taking them calf kicks. So I would definitely have to learn that if I'm going to be able to survive. And I'd also have to have that fluke takedown defense like Sean O'Malley had in their fight. I think if I can keep the fight on the feet, check the kicks, keep that nice, you know, that nice jab out there, keeping my distance, maybe learn how to throw some teeps. I think I could really survive Aljamain Sterling, bro. If I get taken down, I'm going to get subbed and get backpacked and choked out. But if I can keep this fight standing, I have a chance of surviving. Next, we got Stephen Thompson. I know this sounds crazy, but Stephen Thompson is like the nicest guy on earth. I don't know if you guys watch him fight. I seen his last fight against Gabriel Bonfim. He hit him with a nice shot, and Stephen winced. Like he hit Gabriel Bonfim so hard that Stephen winced. He's a nice guy. He really doesn't want to hurt people. Another thing Stephen Wonderboy likes to do, he likes to constantly high five. So you know, when we're up here, I'm not gonna strike either. First of all, I'm gonna tell him, hey brother, I'm new to the MMA. I'm gonna try to work on my grappling. If you could just, you know, shoot some takedowns on me, I'm gonna shoot some takedowns on you. And say I shoot a takedown and it gets stuffed, I'm gonna get, hey, I'll be like, hey man, great takedown defense, and like give him high fives. You know, I'll act like I'm gonna throw a leg kick, shoot a takedown. It gets stuffed again. I'll be like, just put my hand out there. You know, just keep high fiving. I want to try to spend at least 5 minutes. Take away 5 minutes of the clock of the 15 minutes, just high fiving. He's gonna end up taking me down. We've never seen Wonderboy with a submission, so I I think I could do it, bro. Say Wonderboy takes me down and I get in full guard. I'm gonna do the shit where you do the body lock. You guys know the body lock? I'm gonna body lock him so he cannot get up and he cannot pass my guard. I'm gonna grab the back of his neck and I'm just gonna hold on for dear life. So after about a minute of that going on, he might get some ground and pound on me, but if I cover up, shell up, Wonderboy's not known for his ground and pound. I really think I could survive against Wonderboy if we're not doing kickboxing and he doesn't try to knock me out. Because if he does his kicks and his head kicks and his punch blitzes, I'm gonna get KO'd easily. And if I try to strike with him, he's gonna counter my shit and knock my ass out cold. So I gotta turn this into like a grappling match, and I feel like I may be able to survive. Next, we got Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson is old and washed up. I don't know if you've seen Mr. Krabs without a shell, but that's what Tony looks like in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think I have an advantage everywhere it goes in the fight. But I don't want to give Tony any more damage to the head that he's already taken in his life. So you know what I'm saying? I want to stay on the outside. I'm gonna, work the body. I'm gonna throw my body kicks, use my distance. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot taller than Tony. Just mix it up on the feet with Tony Ferguson. Might shoot some takedowns. Might take us back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I want to do in this fight, basically.
Damn, now I'm pissed. I'm mad.
Merab Dvalishvili. All right. At the heart of who Merab is, Merab just wants to go out there and have fun. He doesn't want to finish fights. So there, boom, I'm already surviving right there. He doesn't like to finish fights. He wants to go in there, have fun. He wants to put people in embarrassing positions like Sean O'Malley, put them in headlocks, start kissing on their back. I said, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm going to survive the fight. One thing we can't do is we can't make him mad. Sam and me and Merab are at a press conference. I got to keep Merab smiling, enjoying all the love he's getting. I can't be like Sean O'Malley and say, I'm going to knock his ass out. Because then Merab's going to go, I'm going to humble you, brother, and then I'm going to get choked out. So don't make Merab mad. I am going to get thrown around the octagon. I don't think he'll go for the finish as long as I'm, letting Merab have his fun. I'm throwing my head kicks. He's doing his little emotes. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like I said, I had a good gas tank, bro. I still run. I can still run like 8 miles, 6 miles. I run anywhere from 3 to 8 miles. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't trained grappling. I have to do some grappling before the camp so I can get my arms used to my arms getting heavy from all the grappling. But I think I might be able to survive, man. I mean, when this Sean O'Malley finish was like the first Merab finish he's had in a long time. So one thing I would be nervous about is Merab likes to hold you up against a cage and knee you to the thigh. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been kneed in the thigh, but I caught some mean Charlie horses playing basketball. The bruises, bro, I don't know if I can be held up against a cage and him just spamming them knees to the thigh, bro. Them shits hurt. Next, we got Kevin Holland. All right, so I'm going against my archetype. Me and Kevin Holland got the same archetype, same body build. I'm maybe like 1 inch taller. But first of all, his ego is too big, bro. So, you know what I'm gonna say to him? I'm gonna hit him with the Conor McGregor to Khabib. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle.
So we got 15 minutes. This is what I tell Kevin Holland. I say, Kevin Holland, you couldn't take me down 15 times in 15 minutes. You couldn't get a takedown every minute, which he probably could, but as long as he's not trying to knock my lights out, because I'm gonna get knocked out and I'm gonna get subbed. I have to try to trick him into thinking, yo, man, you can't take me down 15 times in a 15-minute fight. And we're gonna wrestle, let's wrestle. This is a grown man, and he's my size. I think I might get taken down those 15 times. Yeah, I feel like maybe I could survive as long as he's not like getting on top of me when he does take me down and doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu chokes. I need him to try to get back up, and we get back up to our feet, and he's got to try to take me down again. Next, we got Leon Edwards. Give me 6 months of kickboxing every day, bro. I promise. I promise. Show me how to check the calf kicks. Show me how to check the body kicks. Show me how to block that. I'm telling you, bro. Leon's boxing ain't like that. I mean, he's got good elbows up tight. He's got good knees, but his boxing, if I can stay in boxing range, he's my weight class. So, okay, if I show Leon that I'm gonna be a tough out and this fight's not gonna be easy, Leon's got good grappling though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fucked up on this one.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
There's no way I'm surviving against Leon Edwards. Just anywhere the fight goes, and he's my weight class. Yeah, that's just not happening. Leon's a good overall mixed martial artist. There's no way I'm gonna. Yeah, so we're gonna scratch off Leon. There's no way I can survive against Leon. Nate Diaz. Okay, but this one right here, I promise I can survive against this. If you guys go back and watch his fight with Jake Paul, it's got pillow hands. He throws pitter-pat shots. I just feel like I could eat those punches. I know it's MMA gloves. They're going to hit a little harder. But like I'm saying, I'm not going into these fights blind. I'm going to get some training. I'm going to get like a real fight camp before we go out there. And if you can show me how to shell up, maybe roll with some of the punches, maybe try a little Philly shell. As long as I don't gas out, because Nate Diaz has got good cardio. As long as I don't gas out, I think I'd be good. He doesn't want to do anything besides box. So this is basically just a boxing match. Nate's 170 though. Shit. But I might be safe because he's Merab 2.0. If Nate does crack me, he's going to do the emote and shit. Say I tag him up a little bit because he is washed up. You know what I'm saying? He's washed up like Tony now. He starts doing the shit where he walks away, turns his back. You know what I'm saying? That's giving me time to catch my breath. I think I could survive against Nate Diaz, bro. Next, we got Conor McGregor. I think if I get 2 to 3 years in Dagestan wrestling every day, doing their training, if I stand on the feet with Conor, he's gonna knock me out. Let's get no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He's gonna knock me out. But if I can turn this straight into an all wrestling match for 15 minutes, he will gas out. He's coming off the brutal injury. Let me tell you something about these brutal injuries. His shit snapped in half, bro. I know he was in a cast. I know his leg probably turned this big around, and I know he had to relearn how to walk again. And once something like that happens, you're never the same. Once you get these brutal injuries, bro, you're stuck with them for life. He's basically retired. I mean, he does post a little videos of him training, still throwing kickboxing combinations, boxing combinations. I don't see no wrestling footage. That's what I'm saying. If I get 2-3 years Dagestan forget, I could take Connor down and maybe just hold on for dear life and just smudge him up against the canvas. Oh, we'd have to put in another implementation. Ref cannot stand this up. So once I get Connor down, I'm going to do the classic half guard, hold on for dear life, and just neck breathe on him. Well, maybe I'll posture up, get a little bit of elbows in. But yeah, man. And the last one, I think I could beat all WMMA fighters besides Kayla Harrison, because at the end of the day, they're females, bro. You guys know the famous Sandlot quote, "You play ball like a girl." They're girls, bro. Like, anytime you want to, like, degrade someone, you tell them they're, like, girly or some shit like that.
Pollard, what are you doing? You're acting like a girl out there. What are you, a girl or something?
And then Kayla Harrison, she's 135. She probably walks around maybe at 155, 160. If we took the fight at welterweight, she could probably bulk up to 170. There's no way. Look at her, bro. She would throw me around. I wonder how much Kayla. You think I could outbench Kayla Harrison? Dog, yeah, Kayla Harrison would beat the brakes off me. But every other WMA fighter, I think I could take him. All right, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you made it all the way through to the end, guys, this video was just all jokes. I'm not fucking delusional. I know I can't beat or survive against any of these UFC fighters. It was clearly just a joke. I would love to go back and, like, a day later look at the comments and I see all these people getting rage baited and they didn't watch the full video and they didn't know I'm, like, clearly joking. My MMA channel is more jokey, having fun. We do take the breakdowns and predictions kind of serious, but other than that, when I make these UFC videos, I'm just here to joke around. If you enjoyed the video though, give me a like. And if you're going to be delusional like me, comment down below UFC fighters that you think you could survive against. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the notification bell because I'm going to be going live for some of the UFC fight nights in the future. I'll catch y'all next one. We out.
I'm him, I can tell you from the jump, I'm a different breed. Bought a new tech, free shot, no referee. I ain't gon' force, nah shit, I'ma let it be. White gold shining, diamonds red like the 7 Seas.